Good morning, everyone. It's March 27th. We got the morning market rundown. Just want to go over yesterday's video real quick and talk about the scenario that was discussed and then talk about the price action for today. Let's get into this. Picking and digestion at this year-to-date VWAP high, or if we break back above 573.36 and hold this 3-day VWAP area week to date. So if we hold that week to date VWAP, maybe shake out underneath it, tag these stops, and then rally back up into this 2-day week to date VWAP. And if we can't reclaim, then we might be getting evidence of a little bit further profit taking down back into this 5-day moving average month to date VWAP area. So potentially something like this plays out. And then if we do trade back above this area, maybe we get push back up into this 578, 580 region for the intermediate time frame of it over the next day or so. So that's the SPY. So that was the trade plan on the SPY, monitoring for that multi-day VWAP reversal. So let's get into it and see how it played out here. So we have the SPY. We got our 10-minute time frame here. And yesterday we talked about watching for it to rally up. And towards the end of that clip, we had this push up, this pull back to this VWAP. And that's where we want to get that strength. Whether you wait to buy above the high, whether you wait to get above VWAP, then you could have that stop at this prior low or low a day, right? And this pulled back to the 2-day VWAP. Let's go on a smaller time frame, right? Pulled back to the 2-day VWAP, got back above, and all the longs that tried to play that got stopped out at the low a day, and boom, they got stopped out. And then that goes back to the next situation that was discussed in the video. Let's take this off for right now. And we discussed in the video is to watch out that if we break beneath that week to date VWAP, monitor for the pullback into the week to date VWAP and daily VWAP for a decline down into the month to date VWAP 5-day moving average area. And that's what price action played out pretty textbook yesterday. So we'll see if we could digest this recent rally of this recent decline of 1.5% down. So we're seeing here that we're trapped underneath this anchor VWAP from this low right up in here. So maybe we break that high, we squeeze back into that 2-day, 3-day VWAP premises. And then maybe that's where we start to just get some more decline. So I'm sure a lot of people have some ready to short right here. So maybe it'll come back, tag that, get some strength for the day. Come back into that premises, and then we start to come back down. So that's the situation I'm watching and monitoring for the SPY today. We can see here we rallied right to that year-to-date VWAP on the daily, got profit taking. So we'll see. You can see here if this would bring us back down to this month-to-date VWAP. Wouldn't be surprised if we come back down to this low, flush this out, create a new low, and then maybe that could create some capitulation, maybe a little bit further downside. So let's get into the QQQ. And it's going to be the same play here as well. Very similar is that we had this rally into this year-to-date VWAP high, and we had this decline. So let's take it over here to the 10-minute time frame. We had to watch the tag of these stops, resist prior support, broke, became resistance, and we pulled back to that 5-day month-to-date VWAP area. So let's see, similar concept. You know, maybe this just wants to tag these lows, come back in, and not really talked about the situation on the SPY, but maybe he just does continue to just wash out. But we'll see if we tag these lows, can get some strength back to that daily VWAP, maybe then get a little intermediate bounce, and then here comes the flush, and we continue with some downward pressure. The bullish scenario would be we need to get back above this week to date VWAP. That would be the first thing in the first check in favor. No sense of talking about anything else until we get that. So hopefully this was helpful. Enjoy your day.